Hey guys, and welcome back. To get all of our college basketball plays for today's action, you can get those over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Heading into this one, going to be talking about this Big 12 matchup between Oklahoma State and Baylor. Give our lean on who we feel has the better edge against the spread. Of course, home court means a lot in the Big 12, and as a result, Oklahoma State coming into this one as 6-point underdogs. If you look at the Big 12 from top to bottom, there's probably about 9 of the 10 teams right now that could potentially make a run to the NCAA tournament if they're able to pick up enough resume wins throughout the rest of the regular season. Outside of Iowa State, all the other teams have the talent to maybe potentially do just that. Of course, all 9 teams aren't going to be making it into the NCAA tournament. Maybe this is about a 6 to 8 bid league at the end of the day, but nonetheless, these are very important games, especially for teams like Baylor and Oklahoma State, who are outside of the top 25 right now and trying to work their way back up into the mid tier within the Big 12. Because if you're in the mid area of the Big 12, you could potentially get in just based on conference strength, resume, RPI alone. But if you fall into the basement and you're in, that 10th, 9th, 8th place slot, you're going to have a much harder time to make your case to get into the NCAA tournament. So obviously, this game means a lot to both teams. Oklahoma State in their last outing, they were able to survive at home against Texas in what was a much slower paced game than Oklahoma State likes to play in. They went on to win that one by a final of 65-64, and those are the kind of games that can be season savers. It'll just be interesting to see if the Cowboys are able to build off of the momentum of picking up that 1-point win, or if they fall back here today going against a very tough team on the road in a tough road environment. On the season, Oklahoma State, they're 57th in the nation in scoring, 164th in total team defense. They have a positive plus-minus of about positive 9 points. And in their road games thus far within Big 12 play, the Cowboys were blown out at Oklahoma, losing that one by 20 points, and then more recently losing at Kansas State by 4 points. So showing that they haven't been able to get the job done on the road just yet. One blowout defeat, one competitive defeat. And it'll be interesting to see if they're able to keep things competitive here today against the Baylor Bears. And right now on the year, the Bears, they're at 11-6 overall. Like I said, this was a team in the top 25 back in the earlier portion of the non-conference, especially after they picked up back-to-back wins over Wisconsin and Creighton. But since then, Baylor, they've had a tougher time going against more competent competition. And as a result, they've lost a lot of those games. They've fallen to just 1-4 within Big 12 play. And this is a time where Baylor, they need this win today. They need a strong showing to show that they're a team that is still within the relevant conversation within this league that has a lot of parity. Of course, coming off those back-to-back losses on the road. Now coming back home, where in their last home outing, the take down Texas by a final of 69-60 off of the strength of their defense. And that's where Baylor brings in the advantage in today's matchup. They're 102nd in the nation in scoring compared to 69th in total team defense. And they also have a plus-minus. That's at about plus 10, so pretty similar to what Oklahoma has been able to put up this year. So we see this as being a somewhat competitive game, at least maybe early on. But Baylor, this is one of those matchups that means a heck of a lot to try to put themselves back up and moving their way up those conference standings. Right now sitting in the basement along with TCU and Iowa State at just 1-4 overall. They have a great home court advantage. They have good coaching. They have the talent to potentially make a run here over the next few weeks to try to regain relevancy in this league. And to do that, it has to start here today with a solid win. So we're going to go ahead, side with the home team today, taking Baylor, giving the points. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. If you disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our college basketball plays over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.